Hello, another gun that I'll be offering up on Gunbroker Tooth in my collection is another Tabatiere converted Zulu shotgun that I was able to dig up. Um, this gun is covered under another video, so if you want to know more history about these guns, please consult that video. I'm just basically going to go over this gun. This gun is interesting in that most of them that I've seen before have short barrels. This has a long barrel, and it turns out these were originally French rifles, and they were very large bore, so they were very easily converted. They became obsolete very early, so they were easily converted to 12-gauge shotguns, and that's what happened. They were sold to Belgium, where they were converted to shotguns and sold all over as exports. They became known as Zulu guns because a lot of them went to Africa. This particular gun is interesting. I have not seen one like it before. That's why I picked it up. It definitely, you can see still on the barrel the faint remains of the hunter stamping, which again, that was what the Belgians put on them before they sold them. But again, I'm used to the shorter barrel. This also has what was at one time the coveted brass breech. The gun is, most of the French markings are obscured. You can see the stamping on the block, but on the wood, the holy water plug is left, but the French MA manufactured arms, the roundel, is very, very faint. I don't know if the wood was cleaned, if it would show up better. But on the firing plate here, there's nothing that I can see that's legible. The gun does function. Everything seems to work on it. And again, these guns had a pretty hard life. So overall, I think with proper inspection, the gun could be used as a firearm, as a 12-gauge shotgun. But again, I strongly encourage any buyer, before you play with any gun that you buy, especially an antique gun, you want to have it looked over by a gunsmith, because I am not an expert on this. I have never fired it. I picked it up because it was a Zulu shotgun that was an interesting configuration that I had not seen before. So I'll go over the gun quickly with you. Again, it has the French, still has the holy water plug. It does have, again, these saw hard use, has a couple linear cracks here that I don't think go very deep. It has a gouge here on the side of the stock, a gouge here. It has a gouge here. It's not really a crack. It's a gouge that runs across the neck of the stock. Same thing here. This is not a crack. It doesn't go all the way through, but it is a fairly deep gouge. Again, this could be polished out. The couple dings here. This gun has been pinned here, and it is, as you can see, it's secure in the stock, but it has some flexibility to it. So this would, you would want to take the pin out, and you'd want to bed the stock better, or put some kind of a band here to secure it. The barrel is actually in pretty good shape. I'm going to say it is mildly pitted, but nothing deep. It's just a light pitting patina, I will call it, that runs along the whole barrel. The bore is actually in decent shape too. Pretty much the same thing. There's no deep pitting. The chamber has some, again, the breech is brass, but in the chamber it does have, there's some rust, and it has some light pitting. But again, nothing. These guns were black powder guns, so it's very corrosive. So it's almost impossible to find a gun that doesn't have some pitting. But these guns were designed for super high charges by the French as rifles. So as far as use as a shotgun, again, with proper inspection and a little cleaning, I think this gun would be good to go. So I'll be putting it on Gunbroker. It has an interesting history. They are collectible, and again, they can be used if you take the time to clean them up and have them inspected. And I'll be putting it up on Gunbroker at a reasonable price, and happy bidding.